Where am I?
Oi, mate. More like snag you too.
What?
Oh, crap, he's coming back.
Ginger lad, I need you.
Oh, heck.
See you, mate.
Hey everyone, I'm Sebastian and welcome to Atmoseeker, your place for creating an inspiring atmosphere for your tabletop role-playing games. Now, in the game room, this is very much done in a very fantasy style, but I'm on a mission to create some props and decor for more science fiction settings like Alien, 40K, and Star Wars. So for the first offering, I found inspiration from one of these Halloween decoration brains, and I created one of these. This brain habitat will keep our little friend nice and fresh with some bubbling water, some controllable LEDs, and this reptile fog humidifier up here to create this eerie effect. A lot of this is made from some very basic materials and some easily connected USB devices. So let's break it down and take a look at how it came together. To get the basic building blocks of this prop, I used a large plastic jar and some EVA foam from camping mats. These are cut with a blade and shaped with a heat gun, and then held together with hot glue. To pop inside of the base of the prop, I've got a USB-powered fish pump. To spread out the bubbles a bit more, I sealed the end of the air pipe with hot glue and punctured little holes where it would be coiled and glued at the bottom of the jar. So that I could still close the lid, I drilled a small hole under the lip of the jar and ran the pipe down the back to where the pump would hide inside the base. For the lighting, I'm using a pair of short LED strips connected to a Bluetooth controller for lighting control. To keep the light only at the top and the bottom of the tank, I'm using a short LED strip extension cable that runs up the back of the tank. Both the strip and the pump are low powered enough that they'll last for hours on a decent USB power bank. Now to add some much needed detail, I pulled out the bits box to glue all sorts of things to this prop. Everything from Hot Wheel tracks, lids, tubes, pins, and more EVA foam sheets and shapes to bulk out some of the areas and add lots of detail. I also used some 3D printed greebles from Miscast, which you can find a link to in the description below. These hooks came from the reptile humidifier, which will hold the fog pipe in place. All these bits are glued down with hot glue except for a few pieces that needed super glue or contact adhesive. To get painting, I masked off the jar and primed it all with matte black spray paint. Now you can paint with a sponge or brush, but I found the airbrush really good for shading. I picked up all the raised surfaces with a medium grey, followed by a few areas of colour like some rusty orange and dark tan. Using a brush, I highlighted some edges with light tan and then stippled on some metallic copper on some of these orange areas. To protect all the paint, I hit it all with some matte varnish. So this fog has been something new I've been adding to a lot of terrain and props lately. It's a $50 reptile enclosure humidifier. The extra long pipe means I can pop the unit under the table and feed the tubing through these hooks to hold it in place for some thick bellowing fog. I'm super happy how this atmospheric prop adds all the elements of light, sound, and fog to add some science fiction ambience to the game table. I've also added a few holes in the base of the brain station if you want to use it for creating fog at terrain level. The Bluetooth controller connected to the LED strips is great for changing the colors and simple lighting animations that pair with a smartphone app. In case brains aren't your thing, I left the top unscrewable so that the creature inside could be changed to fit whatever game I was playing. I know a face hugger would fit amazingly in here for some alien tabletop games. While we're looking at the brain, a huge thanks to all my supporters on Patreon with a special shout out to Chris Andrus, Luke Mansberger, John A. Johnson, and Charisma on Command. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see some more inspiration for tabletop gaming atmosphere, then why not check out these videos. Until next time, I'm Sebastian, and let's create and inspire.